I don't get down to the South Bay as often as I should. There's a lot of really fantastic restaurants down here, including this place we're going to now, which is called Sea Log. It's in this kind of barren strip mall in Torrance. The chef there, Lemuel, is cooking some really excellent Filipino fusion cuisine that was inspired from his mom and his grandma from when he was growing up as a kid in Manila in the Philippines. We're headed there now and I can't wait to check it out. Excuse me, chef.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Lemuel?
I'm good, good.
Come over here, man. Do you think I could get an order of the lumpia,
Of course you can.
the sisig,
Yep.
the adobo chicken wings,
Good choice.
and let's do the longanisa tater tots?
Give me 5 minutes. That's all it takes.
Tell me a little bit about your background. Where are you from? Where'd you grow up?
Grew up in the Philippines, born and raised. Came here when I was 11.
Where did you develop your cooking skills?
Grandma, my lola, my
Really?
grandma, my mom, they all cook.
Nice.
And I love to eat and I like playing around with food.
Yeah. Are there any particular dishes that you remember from them? You know, things that you might want to introduce in the future, stuff that you remember eating growing up.
The lumpia, that's definitely from my grandma. And I feel like, Filipino cuisine, we need to be on the map. I think there's some kind of movement right now, so I want to help out with that. So I'm taking a lot of risks, to open up this restaurant. But
Absolutely.
thanks to you guys, coming out here and supporting us.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Because this place is great. I'm really impressed. If this is your sort of first restaurant effort,
Yeah.
especially as a chef, I think that's very impressive. So I think we should start at the beginning. I think we should start with the appetizers, and I will just move right in with these beautifully colored lumpia. These have, as you would want in any kind of fried snack, in any kind of fried appetizer, a really satisfying crunch on the outside, and it almost looks like they've been like sort of extra charred or burned on the very edges. And on the inside, you've got a tender, savory ground pork meat mixture. And then this sauce, sort of the sweetness and the stickiness of it, does a really good job cutting the fried nature of the lumpia. Fried meat and vegetables in a fried dough package, can't ever really go wrong with that. These are the adobo chicken wings, and these look really, really good. They're kind of sticky on the outside. So the wings are like nicely, sort of tightly fried on the outside, and then the sauce, it actually has a real unexpected sort of a sour, tangy soy flavor, and then you get this kind of spice of like a pepper, like a cayenne pepper kind of thing. These are excellent. Let's move on. Longanisa tater tots. Okay, so we've basically got here sort of like a take on Filipino poutine, as it were. So you've got the base of this, which is the fried tater tot. Then it has the gravy that goes on it, along with some cheese. And then you've got this sort of sweet, spiced longanisa sausage. It really ties everything together nicely. Sort of all of your taste buds are working all at once, and it's really, really nice. And let's move on to the sisig. So let's dig right into this. This is pork belly. And I'm just gonna make myself a little bite here. I'm gonna get a little pork, I'm gonna get a little egg, I'm gonna get a little rice. I'm gonna dig in. This pork is where it's at. It's like minced, and then it's got a nice, satisfying crispness, sort of on the outside, in addition to being very tender. What I find so nice, especially with a lot of the heavier, a lot of the meat-based dishes, is that you really do get that sourness. You get that acidity that cuts the fat and cuts the salt of the meat very, very well, and of all the fried aspects of some of the dishes. So on the top of the pork belly right here, we've got chicharron, which is the pork skin, crispily fried up on top of the pork. I love Filipino food. I think the flavors you get from good Filipino food are things you really can't find in other cuisines. And up until now, it's been a very unappreciated cuisine. You know, for a lot of people, Filipino food is an unknown. It's something they haven't tried before. It's something they're not sure about. And I think, you know, with things like with the tater tots and then the sisig, instead of using, you know, ears or noses or head, which is typical with the sisig, you know, using a pork belly, using a cut of meat that's more familiar. I think it'll warm people up. I think it's a good stepping stone to getting people familiar with Filipino cuisine. I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Dining on a Dime from Sea Log Restaurant in Torrance, California. If you'd like to watch more, please click here.
The way she made them, lettuce, tomatoes, cheese, sour cream, and ketchup, hot sauce, I'm like, okay, that's not a traditional taco.
Lettuce, tomatoes, cheese, sour cream, and ketchup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boy, that's bomb, boy. You better hit that.